Have you ever tried your best and still heard the word no? Have you ever wanted something so much, but life kept closing the door in your face? If yes, then this story is for you. Because after listening to this, you will never fear rejection again. Ethan was a young man from London. He was 24, full of dreams, full of hope. Ever since college, he wanted to become a writer. He loved words, loved stories, and dreamed of seeing his name printed on a book cover someday. So after graduation, he wrote his first novel. It took him 1 whole year. Every day, he sat by his small window, writing until late at night. He believed this book would change his life. When he finally finished, he sent it to many publishers. 1 week passed, then 2, then 3, and finally, the letters began to come in. But they were not what he hoped for. Each letter said the same thing. Sorry, your story is not a good fit for us. Unfortunately, we have to reject your work. 1 rejection, 2, 5, 10. By the 10th one, Ethan stopped counting. He sat on his bed one night, holding the letters in his hands and whispered, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe they're right. He felt small. He felt invisible. And most of all, he felt like giving up. One rainy morning, Ethan decided to take a walk to clear his mind. He walked through the empty streets, his umbrella fighting the wind. At the corner of the park, he saw an old man sitting on a wooden bench, feeding birds with gentle hands. The man had kind eyes and a warm smile. Ethan sat nearby, and without meaning to, he sighed loudly. The old man turned to him and said, "Son, that sounded like a heavy sigh. What's weighing your heart down?" Ethan smiled weakly. "It's nothing serious, sir. Just life." But the man chuckled softly. "When someone sighs like that, it's never just life. Tell me." And so Ethan began to speak. He told the man everything about his dream, his book, the rejection letters, and how each one made him feel smaller than before. When he finished, the old man nodded slowly. Then he said something Ethan would never forget. "Do you know how an archer learns to shoot straight?" Ethan shook his head. The man continued. "He doesn't learn by hitting the target every time. He learns by missing again and again. Each miss teaches him how to aim better. Rejection works the same way." Ethan looked up. "So, you're saying rejection teaches me?" "Yes," the old man smiled. "Every no is like a teacher in disguise. It doesn't stop you, it shapes you." He picked up a small seed from the ground and showed it to Ethan. "This tiny seed will only grow after it's buried in darkness. At first, it feels like the end, but really, it's the beginning of something beautiful. You, my boy, are just in that dark soil right now. You are growing roots." Ethan listened quietly. Something inside him began to change. The old man then said, "When I was young, I was a painter. For years, no one bought my art. I thought I wasn't talented enough. But one day I realized every rejection was pointing me to where I truly belonged. Now, I teach art to children, and I see meaning in every no I once cried over." He looked into Ethan's eyes and said softly, "Don't curse the doors that close. They are just guiding you to the right one." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He kept hearing the old man's words. Every no is a teacher. Don't curse the doors that close. The next morning, he opened his laptop and looked at his manuscript. For the first time, instead of feeling pain, he felt curiosity. He read his story again. He noticed places where he could improve it. A weak chapter, a flat dialogue, a moment that didn't feel real. He began to rewrite, not to please publishers, but to become better. He wrote every day for months. He studied, learned, and practiced. He accepted that rejection was not his enemy, it was his coach. One day, Ethan saw a new writing contest online. The theme was finding strength in failure. He smiled. It felt like destiny. He sent his rewritten story. Weeks passed, and then an email arrived. He took a deep breath before opening it. His hands trembled, but this time he was not afraid. The email said, "Congratulations, your story has been selected as the winner." Ethan sat frozen for a moment. Then he laughed, not because he finally won, but because he understood. He realized something beautiful. If those 10 publishers had said yes before, he would never have grown. He would never have learned. He would never have become the writer he was now. The rejections were not breaking him. They were building him. A few weeks later, he went back to that same park, hoping to thank the old man. But the bench was empty. Only a few birds sat there, waiting for crumbs. Ethan smiled and whispered, "Thank you, old man. I understand now." He sat on the bench, closed his eyes, and let the wind brush his face. He felt at peace. Years passed. Ethan became a successful author. His books inspired people all around the world. And whenever someone asked him, "What's your secret to success?" he would smile and say, "Rejection." People would laugh, thinking he was joking, but he wasn't, because now he knew rejection is not a wall, it's a mirror. It shows you where to grow, where to aim better, and where to build strength. Every no you hear is not the end of your story. It's just a comma before your next chapter begins. So if you're listening to this right now and life keeps saying no to you, don't lose hope. Maybe it's not your time yet. Maybe your roots are still growing in silence, like bamboo that stays underground for years, only to rise tall when it's ready. You too will rise. Don't be afraid of rejection. Be thankful for it, because it's the universe's way of saying, not this one. Something better is coming. Ethan once feared rejection. Now he smiles at it because he knows every no brought him closer to the right yes. And the same will happen for you. So keep trying, keep believing, keep planting your seeds, because one day you will look back and say, those rejections didn't destroy me, they directed me. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this today, and tell us in the comments what rejection in your life has secretly helped you grow. We would love to read your story. Thank you for listening. Stay strong, stay patient, and remember, every no is just leading you to your yes. See you in the next video.